Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I'm OP, and today we're diving into 50 of the greatest plays at Worlds 2023 so far. If you have any clips you like, tell us about them in the comments below. Without further ado, let's dive straight into the action.
Glory's on the flank here. No, you don't have a second tanker, but Shousey does. He's found multiple seconds onto Glory. What an engage from the support, and now Bia left to the wolves as he'll be rendered to pieces. Shun with a double kill. That managed to open up the barrier, but Shousey's gone too deep this time. Rest with a triple. No, the shockwave! What a combo! CFO making it happen.
And then we got a look at Rest. Turns Mega, moves for, flashes in. Artemis Gale forces to try and get out of that, but the shockwave was already set up beautifully. That was glorious from Blind Oysters.
Nice. Oh my god, oh my Jesus!
Chelsea won that.
Has to be ready to go all in, ready to pull the trigger, but Robo just walks up. You see C-Immune immediately just flashes on top of him. Bit of a fumble though, and the axe not quite connecting, and now, ooh, instant knockback, Kiaya! Oh, he's dancing on him! Get this should not be allowed! What is this Nard doing? He's just killing two grown-ass men on the top side of the map. Look at that Yordle go! You're not trapped in here. I butchered the quote already. I'm not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with me.
Reds feel a lot better as they're going to go under here.
He's going to go in, but they've actually been able to catch out Croc, and he's not gone down just yet. Now he has. Robo does have a GA, but he wouldn't like to use it just yet. As Maul gets used, and there's going to be an equalizer to try and stop them all. They get the knock up here, double down. The Feathers come in, and Root picks up a kill. Hulk goes out. Root shoots himself right into the backside. Triple go for the Kaza, looking for a little bit more as well. Not quite able to get the last few auto attacks there onto the Xayah, but will turn and burn for the quadra kill, and they have to dive. They have to dive it. Give him the penta! You have to go for it right now! Otherwise we're not going to be able to get it on day one. He's got a couple more seconds. They're looking for it. They got the inhibitors down. They got the Nexus turrets as well. Finally, here they go. There's Slater with the stopwatch. Finally, they go in under the turret. It's going to be a pentakill! Pretty serious. Adam going full French. He loves a guillotine. As Sparta could be in trouble again. Shio is here, pulls them in, knocks them both up. The sustain is there, and BJ bleeds to death. Sparta's gonna be next. Is the Q coming back up? Quickness though. Oh, but he channeled it just in time. The buffer is beautiful from Adam as he looks for a little bit more as well, and he still lives on. Adam is on.
It feels like we should have something to kind of take away champions when they're not actually involved. But now we come back in or look for a fight. Aja, no flash this time, so can't really look to engage. Whoa, Junja looking a bit aggressive there and going to take a lot of damage. And they shotgun on the backside! Wacko looking to take out Noob. Good flash away from the Shurima ultimate, and now he's taking out Noob. The ultimate from the Maokai keeps everybody in place, and a double kill for Wacko, and the Sion is now dead. Sheo running for his life. It's looking like it's going to be an ace. Not quite though, as you can see that the Sejuani should be up. No, he's been caught! And there it is! Ace 5 for non-PSG. They were just as bored as we were. Huge moment, and Wacko deserves every single bit of praise right now, because Junja, he overextends.
Yeah, this is one of those classic Maokai, whoa, going on a ride. Did not mean to do that. And then this is a moment where Wacko sees his angle, but with Flash and Ultimate still available for Nuke, it is a dangerous play to go for. Wacko was getting super hyped up at MSI for a reason, arguably the best marksman player in the playing stage, showing it off
trying
here.
To look potentially here for a pick on the Cavs.
Oh, it's Cavs! If he gets caught, that's huge. Pop Blossom ain't gonna get anything. He fires up another route to try to lock down Yagao. On goes in. Now they're turning it around. Elf is gonna die! Huge play from Onsama! He'll be turning away for Caps, but now Ben and Shun will be killed by the might of all of G2. Ben cannot survive for very much longer. The Guardian Angel's gonna bring him back, but On and Yagao will not save him. G2 just found themselves a fight and found themselves an elder.
Watch Mickey, top of your screen, right here. That long flag, that right there is an engage from the LEC MVP. And he sets it up for the...
Dokla playing around the blast cone, trying to be careful. Weaver's wall over the edge. G2 are going to be equalized. Hansama goes up into the air as the Orn Horn is sounded off. A lot of damage. Back onto the middle as Ignore drops, but he's going to be traded for Mickey. Support for support. Palafox goes over the wall. They burn down Yank. Broken blade with a knockup back into Palafox, but now he's not able to find the damage. Hans is firing off, and Caps is still alive. A diamond shovel to Caps. They found the enemy mid. Energy 4v2, but health is low. Hansama is cut to ribbons by the boomerang blade of FBI.
Keep your eyes on Palafox here. You already highlighted earlier, he uses the wall initially, then the E from Broken Blade as they try to find escape. Good ultimate from Dokla, forces the ulti out from Hansama very early on, and then the wall, well, I forget what it's called, but from Palafox, he lays down the ground to split G2 up, which means that their front line is separated from their back line to buy time for energy to just get rid of the front line.
Look at this.
Mickey drops, Poppy drops, and then they find that pick onto Caps. Great play from Palafox throughout this fight.
That control ward, Palafox knows he is...
As they try to dive, Scout flashes away, hang on, C9 to unleash Gala. Free hitting for the time being, but not too much damage. Just the flashing from Tarzan to kick. Zika gets the 3-man! C9 running up the turret in control, but LNG can never be discounted. From a deficit, they fire again.
Vibrant's Ven trying to look for this dive, but then watch Tarzan and Zika coming from both sides. Flash kick. The scatter was there in time, but it just didn't matter as the flash in from Zika. 3-man counter-strike. That's the Jax you know and love from the LPL.
The rookie top laner
pulling into the river. It looks like they do want to challenge this in the bottom side. Delight is a bit caught out, but he is recon, and now he's going back in. He's looking for the big engage with that Rumble ultimate over the top. That's going to be the Kaza just gone in this fight before it even began, as Jovi just running down the top side alongside of Doran, and that is a clean ace.
Do you think he's not going to go back in? He absolutely will. Genji have positional advantage on this fight here, and even though Delight takes a massive amount of damage, he goes for the charm here, gets the knock-up, and then the follow-up damage is layered through from Doran. Look at his positioning. Rumble under no threat whatsoever. Faker not in position to follow up, and Delight, yeah, he will die, but he does the heavy lifting here to...
As M&S gets over that wall, the Drake is going down low, but Humanoid now going for the engage. The equalizer is decent, but it's not onto Berserker, who's now trying to kite back. The Drake goes down, but can they actually stay alive in the fight? As Humanoid, he flashes away, but the execution's there from M&S.
They need more.
And now C9, yeah, you're exactly right. They're going to have to go for it as the Magnus Storm is massive! Trimby's going to try and take them down. Is now Oscar in that backline with the Flame Spitter just burning them all down, but it's Berserker that's trying to get more. Noah now able to get those shots in. It's a bit of a disaster, but in the end, it's all Fnatic. And Berserker's just trying to get that one last kill, and Noah says no.
Cloud9 no, they need so much more from this fight. They need to try to funnel in, and that's where Trimby finds this angle. Razork goes in, Trimby goes in. Berserker is free firing, but that ulti from Noah, the AoE was massive, and then Fudge flashes in the backline, but he's zoomed. He didn't get to base. He's out of mana, couldn't actually push forward to try to get the kill on Noah.
Also the fact that Razork doesn't actually stick around in the Cataclysm. He pieces out, which means you've still got peel for Noah at the back.
Jump in with a paranoia. Mickey goes in for the claw. He finds a lockdown onto 2. They want to burst him down, but they won't find him just yet. Big goes for the kill. Pop blossom! Caps found everybody, but is it going to be enough? He gets the kill on Yagao. Hansama goes back over the wall, but Bin hunts him down. Broken Blade and Yike back over onto the Dragon. This is going to be taken very low. It's claimed by Broken Blade. They're on soul point, but at what cost? Broken Blade cuts down Bin. Elk is melee range against the Olaf. He flashes away, but he still puts the bullets through him.
And then it's Broken Blade who's supposed to be coming in on the flank, but they spot him. They have the Maokai all down to try to disengage, and they all pile in on Yagao, but then this ulti from Caps was massive. Hans, Killer Instincts into the back line, but it has been there waiting, crushes through.
Run through the Orianna and try to take this one down. The ult will miss as the huge engage comes in from Trimby. Is the follow-up, their double Poppy knockup, as now they're going to send it into the rest of BLG. As Elk, he's just going to stay alive though. You can't even get on top of him with it. And Big comes in right at the end to totally turn the fight. Fnatic are routed, and BLG will take this fight in a gigantic manner.
And look at this, they retreat back, control the Dragon, 60 health goes through, it's Elk who takes it, and once again, can you kill the Tristana? You're trying so hard. Elk has the shields, he kites back, you just cannot kill this guy, and at this moment, it's done, it's over. On goes back in, and Bin's there for the follow-up. You're all locked in, and Elk, full health, he's free firing.
What a good team fight from BLG, even though Oscar in and ejected 2 with...
But Yike is right there, just waiting for it, but they might just have the damage. The engage comes in, Hansama gets that ultimate off, and the Wombo comes in such a huge way for the strategy. So many low health bars. Cap's still alive, but Light has to go 1v3 right at the end. Can he do it is the question. The knockup from Mickey is just barely enough as the ball is in the front here. Caps will be able to take
and you see they clear out vision in the pit, but Weiwei decides to go in trying to catch Hansama here, and the wombo combo, you pointed it out, Valdez, the follow-up is fantastic. It is nasty, and this is exactly what we're talking about. We talk about circles, we talk about Yone ults, it all comes together here for G2.
In Europe, we call that a 3K Elo shockwave. Spectacular from Caps. He finds so many members, a triple kill for him. Coming up absolutely clutch for the team.
Hex splash in, they get onto Gala, but they don't have the follow-up right now. Aiming, trying to put the damage down, as Scout is going to join the fray. From the side, it's a 5, man! Only the stopwatch stop BDD from being ripped apart, but Gala will follow up with a shutdown onto the enemy mid. The chase continues here for LNG Keen, trying to get away the Counter-Strike, Aiming able to flash away from it, but the Counter-Strike still finds one. Zika was looking for another leap strike there.
Without keeping track of Scout, I want to highlight Scout again. This man does so much flanking with the Nico. So while they engage on Gala, there's no damage follow-up on Gala, no real threat onto him, and Scout gets to come in for a massive, massive Pot Blossom. And from then forward, LNG unstoppable, running them down.
Yeah, BDD gets like killed in free ult.
Two are thinking about just staying here. There's a Counter-Strike. The flash finds everyone from Doran, and now Chovy's looking to answer. Still Delight dives forward. The Buster shot's massive, but it's not going to be enough. As Caps goes down, Broken Blade is huge in the back line, and the Dominus is actually ticking down. Chovy out of the fight for now, but Broken Blade doesn't have any friends anymore. He's still trying to do what he can. The Cola Meek is fantastic, but it's Pays that gets one.
And G2 feels so safer. You're pushing with multiple people. Getting destroyed would be so big, but the flash Counter-Strike from Doran combined with the CC from Chovy sets up the play for the rest of Gen G.
Yeah, he steals the Lissandra ultimate, uses it against G2, and then Broken Blade, even though he's full health in there. He's got 4 members of Gen G around. This Crocodile has nowhere to...
Owner in a little bit of trouble as he does have some help from his squad, but he is going to be able to get away. Blabber gets hooked by the feathers, and now there's a massive equalizer on the entirety of C1. Just trying to... C9 rather, trying to retreat out of this one. That's a huge fight comes out from Curia, and they turn this one around, and even the tower can't get into this one, as Curia will disable that. This might just be a clean ace going into the hands of T1, and that it is. Nobody will fall.
Look at the equalizer positioning as it goes through this brush. It is just so clean, and no one on C9 can avoid this equalizer damage except Sven. He's only get over the wall. You can't flash out, you're on a fat wall, and now you're trapped between this wall here and Carius re-engage. He goes through with the magical journey, sets up the stun, disables the turret so they can further deep dive here, and you are just not gonna get out. If you were Cloud9, you were just trapped between a rocket and a
Rel. And the spoke damage so far from Weibo, not enough. Hansama trying to step forward, he gets hit, but immediately cleanses and will get out for now. Another one hits him as Mickey isn't able to block for him, and Hansama finally decides to use that one. Here comes the Wombo combo, they find Weiwei, it's enough, and Xiaohu goes in, but yikes, he perfectly is able to get it done. He's perfectly able to keep his team safe, and G2, they're able to take the fight in a huge manner. Triple kill for Hansama.
Hysterics, Kobe, run us through this. What are the things we missed in this?
I mean, I got really excited to open this up. It was the pick on Hansama with the GA that I think was really important, but into a choke versus G2's corridor, that's what concerns me here, Kobe. I don't know if you want to weigh in on this, but it looks so good to start off.
I mean, I'm just watching it again, immediately noticing Broken Blade's ultimate backwards, peeling off the Vi there and killing Weiwei.
On this rise right now, Cuz wanting to try and find his way in, but look at this, all of D+ trying to get them out of the way, but Keen just gets that Rune Prison down. Immediately they dive in though, Cuz is already going to go down. That is a 3-man ulti from BDD! Where have we seen this before? As KT will wipe out D+, goes down! It's an ace in trade for just Cuz!
But they will not give up this one.
Oh my goodness, I cannot believe it's happened again, Kobe.
Look at them just pop Showmaker. And initially you're like, okay, well, they traded Cuz for it, but BDD sweeps in, cleans the entire rest of the team, and because they have 2 other huge carries on the
this
team.
Inner turret, Inner in the mid lane also falling as Aiming versus 369. Don't like your chances aiming, and he's just going to be put.
Like, I think KT have really prepped for JDG as...
Yeah, good escape.
Wait,
Missing the dash cannon, that's going to work out. Missing is here though, and we'll see whether BDD can get out of that. He ults forward, dodges, gets out after the charm, and BDD's still alive. He's an actual ninja. It's happened.
What a play from BDD, styling on JDG in that bottom side, and buying enough time now. Cuz to get down to the bot lane to protect him, you've got pushing.
And Zeus is going to have this freeway with the topside turret. T1 are still looking for a player. I don't know about that.
Have to be careful. Carry and Guma continuing to back up. 3 seconds left on Guma Yushi's ultimate.
There's no TPs.
Not without Iberis, cannot one-shot the wave.
Look at the Hex Gate. Faker's on his way.
Ulti available for Tarzan in just a couple of seconds here. Counting down, ticking away.
Yeah, they can't do it.
Faker gonna try to cover early ult to try to make it out safety. T1 backing off, are they gonna kill? LNG linger for a bit too long, not respecting the burst, and here comes Faker. Tarzan getting shredded by the soldier. One more is gonna do it. The Emperor of Shurima finding the double.
The double kill for the king of the LCK. Gets down to the bot lane and more than 1,000 gold ahead, and the Herald's now going to get dropped.
Yeah, Herald's going to come crashing down here, only going to further extend Faker's lead. As you can see on the bottom of your screen there, Scout doing what he can to just push everything back, but now they might just go in for the counter punch. Scout pulled away, forced to flash out to safety. The Herald still connects. Now Faker going to be in trouble, but again, there's no follow-up damage here. Orianna just sitting pretty. Thank you very much, Tarzan. That was terrible. And now what the hell? T1, they're living rent-free in the heads of LNG. They have a top
30 seconds on Cuz. KT are going to try and hold on, but I don't know if they can.
Mid lane inhib is going to go down. They do have one siege minion available. They're going to have to wait for some waves, though, as they're getting to work on this bottom lane inhibitor. Keen Counter-Strike now on cooldown just for a little bit, but we're pretty late into this game.
15 seconds on Cuz.
Yeah, BDD, can he actually execute someone? Scatter goes wide, in goes Keen. Looks for the opportunity onto missing, but he's so slippery, and now the Nexus is exposed. JDG a few auto attacks away from the semifinals as the kick comes in. Aiming tries to stand his ground, but the Nexus is being fired. It's a roll! Oh,
they end it! What? The cannon minion got one last shot off and they end the game!
That's how it's done, gentlemen. JDG will be heading to the semifinals, and KT Rolster will have to start again next year. Cool.
Renata, you always have to play
6.
Tarzan looking down here on the bottom side. Good initial damage. Nice pullback on the shockwave. Guma still standing for now. The bailout will buy enough time for them to get one kill back. Tarzan still standing, and that means Guma will fall. LNG find an angle on bottom side, but here comes the hostile takeover. Faker knocking 2, but the tower, it does not fire back. Owner does not have the angle to fall upon the Gala. He will just barely be able to find a Gala now, trying to make it out to safety. T1 need to get a kill back and return. Gala goes up. Gala goes down, but for now he is still standing. Finding the dissonance. Finding the speed up. Gala making it out, and hope sparks anew for the side of LNG.
Control warding, Dorman going forward with the World Ender, and on the back of the wings of the World Ender, Gen G look to make their final stand. BLG's fate sealed by the combination of the Aatrox and the Yone, and boost.
The first time.
Oh, as we might have another return play here from Tarzan.
Rinse and repeat, finding the lineup, finding the angle, instant damage coming through Falios, so they can get the root as well. If they can find the mark, but nice counter punch coming in from Guma, using the ult to stop the play, and it's Trax. Gala continuing to step up. Desperate to get a little bit more here, but has to be careful. The mark now coming through. Bar is good damage. Guma wants to finish it, and he gets it! Absolutely outplayed in the 1v1. Guma finds the kill.
It's a 2v3, but
You know, post 6, this lane becomes a whole less fun for the Orianna.
Certainly does. Let's see. He's just walking in. He'll steal that away because Shattering Strike is pretty broken in that moment, and KT could do.
Breaking in the mid lane. Again, Tarzan can fish for the pick. They might be able to find it here. Can they get Faker down? The pushback is still there. Faker trying to slide, trying to glide out to safety. The root is there. The damage follow-up is not, however. Carrier, the flash in, the hand.
Nonetheless, maybe Kanavi can steal again.
Yeah, I was going to say, maybe they don't need control. Maybe they just need the horse to just wander away in there. As KT, 4 members here already set up. You can see BDD lurking in the sidelines. 369 goes in, aiming, trying to escape from the Crocodile. He'll get away, but lands. He may not be so lucky. Knight in trouble as well, though, as he flashes away. BDD trying to get into the Moonlight Vigil, flies forward, and Amy's going to lock down the first kill. Rule is dead as well as BDD. Perfect execution! And KT will tear JDG apart.
Both sides squaring up with the big old golem here. Flash in, wall bang, first blood! Owner living up to his name!
Owner plays it out perfectly, gets the aggro back onto Tarzan.
Did he get the blue?
And he's gonna get the blue as well. As Tarzan retreats back, he gets too close to the wall. Owner sees the opportunity, and now he's gonna try to cut off Scout here potentially. Scout senses it and does walk the long way, but what a way to a
pit. Keep your eyes on Guma if he gets to the back line. Owner now stepping forward. Dragon Soul stolen, and now it's Guma Yushi looking to tear through the entire team. Goes golden right to the back line. Zeus continuing to step up, but Zeka needs to be the difference maker. Zeka needs to hold on, but there are too many members free firing into the Gwen. Zeus stands strong on the backside of the fight, taking down so many members on the side of LNG.
Want to push us there, and Baron is in their sights. Nice
on his
and
way.
Ruler are all that's left.
Well, Ruler wants to try
The shockwave is massive on the BDD. Lehens goes down as well, and now the killer instinct comes forward. Aiming is looking for it, but Ruler says not today, buddy. And they're even able to catch out Keen, who's looking for Kanavi. It was so good until it was just so bad for KT.
I got excited. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do.
They need to guarantee these kills, even when they find that first part of it, the rest isn't there. Palafox versus TheShy up in the top part of the map. Soul Unbound. Oh no! A rock to the face! Learn your place! TheShy!
Well, Palafox and Dokla, they look like they're recalling Dokla here. He's got his teleport. They're going to go for it. They're going for the same play.
They're doing it again. Energy going after the Baron. The response from Weibo, what's it going to be? Baron down to 5,000. Weiwei's still dead. Finish! World Ender still there. Baron dropped. However, the Pop Blossom just found 3. Xiaohu goes in. The massive shockwave nearly kills Light and Chris. Xiaohu's hanging on. Contract turning it right back around on the Light, but he won't be able to find enough damage. Dokla can't do it either. As energy bodies hit the floor all over the river, they got the Baron, but it's Weibo who takes their lives.
One Baron buff gets out alive, and Light survives as well with only about 100 HP at the end there. They get scrappy again. This series exciting at every...
Do if there's someone that's available, but even blowing them would already be a big win.
Only cleanse on Pays as well. On can look for that handshake. Delight standing in front. There's the ignite. Pays cleanses with a flash follow from Shun means the pays the ultimate price. Bailout on won't get him out of dodge this time. 1-for-1 trade
for him, and T1 on the push. Zeus may be in trouble.
Zeus off to the side, but LNG has to be careful about overcommitting. Zeus still just taunting them, teasing them. Blitzcrank, can the hook come out? Cataclysm locking him in. They will connect, but he pulls it back. Apotheosis! Gumayushi ascending to godhood in that moment as LNG are torn to shreds. T1 too far ahead. They make it look effortless.
Right, that we have 4 representatives from the same region. But T1, it doesn't look like the pressure's getting them whatsoever.
Feels like a victory march down the mid lane. Inhibitor knocked down. Again, T1 taking their time, don't need to overcommit. They have the waves on their side, they have the soul on their side, the gold lead, every advantage they could want. No reason to risk anything. It is slow, it is steady, it is controlled, it is massive damage. Gala firing back with the Inferno multi just to generate a little bit of space, but Scout getting chunks down. Don't even need a wave, just tearing through the tower as life bars shrink on the side of JDG, or LNG, excuse me. Hope dwindling. JDG on the minds of T1 looking ahead to the semifinals.
Zeus just isn't missing. It's ridiculous. It's like 20 shock blasts.
Delight that shield coming out, keeping Pays topped up around 300 health. The heal early here as they look for the chase. Elk and On both have their flashes. Elk already invested a ghost flash forward, twisted advance, knocked back onto On. And Genji played to this tune in game 1. The bailout coming out and On will be brought back. And now Delight is next on the menu and Elk can turn it around. Double buffs for him. It's going to be 2, but a great flash from Delight. Got escape from Elk. 2 kills to BLG in the bottom lane.
Objective getting lower and lower. The Weaver's Wall coming out, isolating Owner. Might go for the 50-50, but it's absolutely Psycho flashes over the arrow. Faker goes in! It's incredibly clean. JDG with the counter punch. Can they get anything back? Ruler untouched on the backside. Dragon still standing, but Owner will take that away too. My God, what an engage from T1!
Owner, you magnificent beast!
There's an AD carry, jungler style here.
Weiwei gonna be engaged on here as Shun goes in. The Vi ulti leads the charge, but now in the back line, they're still keeping him alive. Weiwei getting away. He makes his way to the blast cone, and Weiwei survives. The counterattack. Where's it at from Weibo? They're not gonna get anything back for it, but the fact that there's no kills for BLG was huge. Now Xiaohu's coming in looking to lock down Yagao. He tries to get away. Skin of the week ain't gonna work. TheShy flashes over, and he burns them all up. A double kill back to the top laner from Weibo. These guys came to fight.
Scatter
and the week isn't gonna hurt.
Watch TheShy right here is able to flash in over top of the scatter. Beautifully timed there. Nicely done by TheShy. Picks up the double kill. And you can see he's feeling good about that one.
Oh, it's going again! It's going again!
We're not done. Bin falls in the 1v1. TheShy, despite a disastrous level 1. Isaac used
People go, oh, they should be the consistent winners, but they forget that the fight between these two in summer was incredibly close, going 2-1 in favor of BLG. Weibo have taken down teams like JDG. They are monsters, and they want to finish this.
TP is coming in as Shun tries to engage on Xiaohu. Immediately goes golden to get himself away. Flashing right back out of the scat of the week as now Weiwei is coming in from the side. A lot of damage back onto Shun, and he's going to die to Xiaohu. Light now free firing back onto On, who engages without support from the rest of the team. Weiwei is going to do the same, but Weiwei is fed, and BLG's dead. Ben can't get out. Light's gonna put him in the ground. Weiwei jumps in over the wall. Elk is the last man ulti. It's gonna be a hard job to get away from this when he tries to do it, but Weiwei's got a lot of damage resistance. Weibo, get it done. Game number 1. It's a stomp here in the semifinals, and they're gonna start this series off strong.
But with the amount of poke, with the amount of setup Weibo have when they're going for these sieges, it becomes so difficult to try and find that answer. We already saw how desperate they looked trying to take the tier 1 on boss, and now they need to try and defend the tier 2, but it's gone.
Here's the TP though. This is going to be the final fight, I think, potentially.
All right, Yagao needs to find a massive angle here as immediately it's Light getting engaged on with a Vi ulti, followed up from the damage with Yagao. Weiwei now trying to get away, but Bin leads the charge here in the A-Truck. Shun can't keep chasing any further. Chris trying to escape the Akali, but he can't do it quite yet. Bin has no damage, has no chance, has no right to be there in that bottom lane when Weibo's this far out. But that's not going to be a viable plan. Again, they have to try to keep these guys safe, but it's so difficult when the power of Weibo is so far past what they've got. BLG forced back into their own jungle, control over the bot side river for Weibo, control over the Drake for Weibo. Yagao and On trying to come in as Shun's going to be stopped. The steadfast presence, they knock him right back in the pit. Bin's been killed by Chris off to the left. TheShy goes in. On gets safe for a moment, but now Elk could pay the price. TheShy continuing the chase with Weiwei right behind him as Yagao went in the back looking for Light, but the Akali has no damage. He can't get the assassination. It's the Drake.
The TP.
It's 2 kills. A TP up into the base. They do not want to stop yet. The 2-man TP. On should drop here next. Xiaohu hits him with the orb. Weibo.
He's getting to make his name in the semifinals to see if he can take down Weibo here.
Weibo feel like they gotta do something. The Baron's already down to 5,000 HP. Bin's coming in, goes for the stun. Weiwei's found out immediately. Tempered Fate to lock down the enemy jungler. Sejuani ulti's not gonna hit a target. Weiwei still being focused. Elk grabs the kill on him as Bin's going in, looking to chase TheShy all the way out of the fight. Still 2 dead on the side of Weibo, but Xiaohu's about to respawn, and he has TP once he does. Right back onto the Baron go BLG, as On could be in some trouble. He tries to get away from the Harrier procs, but he has to go on a magical journey to do it. BLG are losing HP, and now they have to continue their disengage. Light taking a lot of damage from Yagao. He pops the cleanse, but Yagao dunks him with the ball. Now On might finally die here in the back line, but not quite yet. TheShy will drop instead, and Elk's coming to join the party. BLG only lose their support, and they ace Weibo.
Yagao is
Bin TP's into the middle. TheShy's not going to find his engage here yet. Hostile takeover hits the Cassante, and meanwhile the Ornhorn flies over the top. Binding almost finds life, but not quite yet. TheShy's here, tanking up in the front, but he's going to die. Elk gets the kill, and the Shuffle tries to buy a little bit more time. Crisp is going to be shot through the head as On kites Light away. A double kill back over to Elk, and now it's BLG crushing Weibo. Yagao with an accelerated shock blast, and he'll cut down the tree. Xiaohu at least takes Bin, and he might get a second. The Emperor of Shurima will die before the third as Elk takes Light out of the picture, and BLG get the ace.
Right where you need it.
Right back into live, right back into a fight. Maokai ulti flies out, and Shun's under a lot of pressure. The damage flies into the Sejuani, and he dies as hostile takeover finds Yagao. He's shuffled back into Weibo. Massive shutdown over the Light. Weibo just found everything.
How the hell did they find them at all there? Weibo come back in. They play around the choke, and they're onto the Baron.
Baron started up 5v3. Bin, Elk, and On have to try to pull off the defense. TheShy down to 10% HP. Weiwei's going to be taken low too. Bin stoning the rest out as TheShy will finally fall. Kalista with a ton of spears into the Baron as Elk is under pressure from Xiaohu. Bin is all out, but he's only one man. He goes back in and he finds a kill, but it's still Baron over to Weibo. It's still Bin about to go back over to Weibo. It's Weibo all day.
Weibo get the Baron, they get the kills. On, searching, not gonna have enough damage to knock them down. They're gonna TP in, they want it here by BLG, but they did use quite a bit to get that damage down. Nice chunk, that trap placement was perfect there from Elk, and Weiwei is so low.
All right, Weibo still facing down a difficult situation. Weiwei on low health, Chris still at about half, some ulti still spent. Light does not have Kalista ulti ready to use here in this fight. Weiwei is gonna get jumped on. Bin goes in, he's all out. He takes the enemy jungler away back over the wall, but he escapes into the sun disc. The Lux ulti comes over the top and Bin is unstoppable. But what about the fight back in the Drake pit? The handshake onto Shun, who flashes away to stay alive. The dragon is secured, it's stolen away. Kalista of Light manages to steal the soul as Yagao wants to turn around, but he can't do it. Light's gonna go up to R2. It's a double kill back over to the Kalista as Xiaohu kills Bin. It is so many dead on BLG.
It's Light who secures it, but it
use as the coaches have to be on their edge of their seats for either side. Horn summoned. Light binding's not going to block anybody. Instead, they're just going to collapse, and On is dead. Hostile takeover locks down Shun. It's 2 kills back over to Weibo. BLG is on the run.
That's it.
And Weibo is on the victory march.
They're going to push here. They're going to go for it.
Weibo have the Nexus in their sights. The super team needed to come alive and send
to hold him off here. Bin with a handshake back into the team. He's not going to live through this one. Xiaohu throws out their soldiers, and Yagao loses Guardian Angel. Bin trying to find a little bit of damage onto TheShy, but it ain't going to be enough as Elf tries to go forward with a 90 caliber net, but it doesn't matter. It won't do a damn thing. Weibo, through all the doubt, through all the disbelief, will earn their place in the finals.
Contest here. No flash for Keria. Has to be a bit careful about how far forward he steps. Kanavi ready with the ultimate. Zeus strong. Getting low. But opted for lethality. He's still relatively squishy, all things considered. Zeus still stepping forward with the Infernal Chain, looking for the lockup. Tempered Fate now coming in, isolating Knight. Knight right in the back line. Owner immediately with the follow-up engage. Zeus still standing. Now finally the bias going in, but it might just be too little too late. Knight. Fancy feet to the back of the fight. Zeus ticking, burning, but the shutdown is 369. But now they're just fish caught in the barrel, waiting on the slaughter of the curtain call. T1 stepping in and dominating the Herald fight.
They force all of their flashes over the back of the pit and then still chase down 2 of the kills. That
Herald already utilized. Gonna create some pressure, gonna break open mid lane at the very least. T1 already pulling ahead in the play. If they can get the Drake as well, it's everything. Owner waiting in the darkness. JDG, this is such a tough angle to fight from. Continuing to stay around, continuing to stick around, willing to give up so many resources. The crash in mid lane already happened from the Herald. The tower slowly but surely crashing. Or rather breaking down now as Dragon still aggroed here. Keria playing on the edge. Ruler going through the portal. Feathers fly, but to little effect as JDG just have to run the pullback over the wall. Now they're just trying to isolate and take out Zeus. Big golden influx for the side of JDG. Can they take the follow-up fight? Already the equalizer burned. Keria running through the magical journey. Everybody trying to get out, but Owner will be denied. Owner cannot find the escape, but it doesn't matter because T1 are there in time. Missing, trying to fire back. Gumayushi out of ammo, desperately trying to reload, but here comes the kunai. Here comes Knight, the flash away to safety. 3 shots left in the barrel. Manages to lock him down, playing on the edge as he steps.
Faker's coming!
Far. Faker on the flank. No shockwave. A lot of help. Has to play careful here. Knight, no ultimate. Needs to make his way out of this one. The lockup there from Guma from so far away. Owner coming in. The pullback on the missing, trying not to stick around for too long. One taken down already. Knight now going in, trying to turn it back. Guma says not today.
Guma puts it right between his eyes as Knight goes for the kill. But Faker did so much work.
Far ahead with the jam that it might not matter. TP from the Akali. Knight in the area now. T1 maybe just going to fish for the pick here. Already got one advantage. Tempered Fate onto Kanavi is big. The lineup is there. Zeus immediately going to look to knock him down. Can they find it? Kanavi now going right back into Zeus. Owner in the area. Getting damage coming in for the Dark Blade. Missing on the backside, trying to buy some space. With a shockwave, it's clean. And in comes the curtain call. And it's Zeus wreaking havoc on all of JDG
JDG.
That's a clean edge.
Drake for JDG, clearly much more worried about losing control
Kanavi
on the
wants
Baron
it.
side. Kanavi going in, immediate start to the fight. Faker now locked up. The pie does so much damage. Kanavi's early game lead put to good use here. The GA now coming out. T1, can they fight back? Zeus leaping in will get Kanavi in the end. 1-for-1 thus far. Zeus going back under the Azir tower. The rest of T1 now need to barrel into the fight, but it's eyes on Knight. Can he get more damage down? 369 in the midst of everybody, and he's going all out into the back line. Only the support left standing.
Look at it! They're gonna push straight down mid. Zeus is behind. They're going for it. T1.
Looking for the angle, missing, could be in trouble here. Zeus on the backside looking to lock up, trying to take down a bit more damage. Infernal Chain's not going to be very effective. Knight going golden, has a bit more space. Kanavi now on the way in. In goes Kanavi, and that should just be it. T1 holding on for dear life. Faker uncontested on the backside. Gumichi going golden, but he is going to go down. The flash out will not be enough. GA up just in time to keep Kanavi standing. It's a clean ace in the base of T1 as JDG will move on and close out game 2. They should be able to get this easily. A similar story for 369 on the bottom side. T1 just need to weather the storm.
And the heal is good in lane, but once you get out, it is very tough not to have the cleanse.
Zeus on the flank.
Zeus on the side. TP coming in. Faker looking to make the play against Ruler. Owner goes in. And again, the combos are clean. The hostile takeover is damn well hostile. T1 looking to leave no survivors alive. 369 admits the entire team will get absolutely nothing. T1 in the clutch are too damn clean. Baker predict up. But JDG know they have priority access to the pit. Zeus waiting over the wall. Again, it is all eyes on Ruler. He has to be the difference maker here. A good shockwave, the Zeri follow-up could be enough for JDG to take the fight, but for now they're focused on the objective. Owner zoning them away. 2.5k, it's getting lower and lower. They will burn it down. They get what they came for. T1, do they want to stay for the fight? Knockup coming through. Owner caught up. Flag and Drag will take him out to safety. Kanavi burning on the back side. Owner still standing with Ruler with the lightning crash now trying to go in, but goes golden. Carrier buys a bit more space for the rest of the team. Arrows coming in from the bars. Ruler incredibly low, but maybe, just maybe, he can turn it back. But Guma's still standing tall. He can't walk into range. T1 starting to feel like an inevitability. Ruler, Zeri, not enough.
T1 are running JDG in circles in these team fights. What?
Zeus flashing forward, just trying to deny, just trying to zone them away. Blood in their eyes, they want everything. Zeus can start this one, draw the attention of JDG. They're forced to respond, they can't afford to give up the soul. Guma clearing the mid wave. T1 a bit split. Eyes on Ruler, eyes on the shockwave of Knight. Kanavi stepping in, flash to the side from Faker. Ooh. At the cost of very little. Owner walking more, but Faker now dominating! Kanavi! A massive mistake! Carrion now going in, the Ruler's untouched! Goes golden and now Ruler! Looking to take over the fight, Ruler still standing, but Guma still standing, Guma firing back! Ruler goes down! Guma's just better! Zeus now stepping in, fate sealed. Around their soul unbound, now taking it back, the Ocean Soul for T1, they get everything they want.
Death Cup for Faker, the damage! Unexpected! They're gonna get Soul! They're gonna get Baron!
Run from it! Dread it! T1 are inevitable! Faker will come for the final spot! T1 will get the Baron! They will get
Thank you for watching until the end. These were the top 50 plays at Worlds 2023 before the grand final. Which one was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.